Welcome, geometry students, to class today on this Monday the 15th. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're ready to learn some math today. Hope you juniors had a nice little vacation over there at the wilds. Hope you had a good time, and hope you're coming back ready to work hard in your classes. Also, I hope you made some good spiritual decisions for the Lord, and I hope it was a good time for all of you students. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some announcements for this week. So please get out your pens, pencils, calculators, notes, notebooks, and all the stuff that you need. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? We will have a quiz on Thursday. I will give more details about that quiz on Wednesday, the day before the quiz, but we will have a quiz on Wednesday. On, on Monday today, we are going to look at lesson 2.5b, laws of logic. I will also give you some homework today. Tuesday, we're going to look at lesson 2.6, properties of equality and congruence. It is a pretty long video, so there will be no homework Tuesday. However, when you come into class on Wednesday, there will be no notes, but you will have homework to do in class on Wednesday from lesson 2.6. On Thursday, we're going to take a quiz and look at this. We're going to start the review sheet for Chapter 2 test. And some of you, I'm not being mean, some of you need a good grade on this test, okay? And so please keep that in mind. A quiz on Thursday, and we'll also start the review sheet. Now, and yes, I do know how to spell Thursday. It's just a little typo there, my fault. On Friday, we're going to look at lesson 2.5a, conditional statements, and we're also going to have homework. Now, here's how this works. Juniors, while you guys were gone, the sophomores covered this lesson right here. And so Friday, while the sophomores are gone up in Kentucky and Ohio, you juniors are going to have the same lesson, so that you're kind of making up what you missed on this one day here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do on Friday. Now, there was something else I wanted to say to you guys. I'm drawing a blank as to what it was. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm not sure what it was. There's homework you owe me from Friday, you non-juniors. So anyone who's in the class who's not a junior, you owe me this homework from Friday. Now, 3 of you turned it in early. Jaron, Sarah, and Brandon Martinez. You guys already turned this in on Friday, page 85, numbers 1 through 4, and numbers 7 through 12. And so you 3, don't worry about turning this in, but all the other sophomores, you guys need to turn this in now at this time. And something that's really getting old and irritating is not having names on the paper. So please put your name on the paper and check before you turn that in, okay? But go ahead and turn this in now. And you juniors, you will not make this up until this Friday, so don't worry about that. But you sophomores, you need to go ahead and turn this in from Friday, okay? And excuse my voice is really rough today. Okay, incompletes. I don't think I have this pulled up yet, but I want to show you guys something here. So give me just 1 second, please, and I apologize. Usually I have this pulled up ahead of time. You guys know that. Let's see here real quick. Okay, what do we have here? We got quite a bit of stuff going on. It's not your fault. You guys have been gone, but Jordan and Katie, you must take this quiz number 2 by Friday. Okay, so quiz by Friday. Jordan, you owe me page 78 and these numbers here. Katie, page 70 and these numbers here. Jaden, page 78, these numbers here. And guys, if I'm wrong on any of this, let me get a drink here real quick. If I'm wrong on any of this, just email me or talk to me or return in the sheet of paper that you turned in that has a grade on it already. But I do not have these assignments from you guys, okay? So I need these turned in. We're gonna say all of this stuff has to be turned in by Friday, okay? Anna and Libby, you owe me this assignment here, and I'll have to show you what video that is. You can email me or talk to your classmates. It's where you had to graph 4 linear equations 3 different ways for a total of 12 problems, okay? And then also, I think that's it on the incompletes. Okay, but contact me if you have any questions. It's really, really important you get the stuff taken care of by Friday, okay? All right, that's not what I wanted. And here we go. Let's continue on. The laws of logic we're going to be studying today can be a little confusing, so please pay close attention, take really good notes, okay? Now copy this down. Your homework for today is page 85, numbers 5, 6, and 13 through 20. There should be a 20, okay? So it's not 13 through 30, it's 13 through 20, okay? So your homework for today should be page 85, numbers 5 and 6, and then 13 through 20. The help video, this is not right. I'm not sure where I got that. The help video is called Lesson 2.5 Homework. Your old teacher's getting senile here. Sorry about that, guys. Lesson 2.5 Homework. Now, I want to warn you guys about something. You sophomores, you heard this last week. You juniors, please listen up. This is so important, guys. Please listen. When you go to turn this video on to get help on your homework, the first page is going to flash up and it's going to say this, page 85, 1 through 20. And you're going to think you have the wrong video because it doesn't match these problems up here. It's the right video. It's just that last year I taught lesson 2.5 in one whole day and then gave them the whole homework assignment the next day. With you guys, I did a little differently because the juniors were missing, so I had to split 2.5 up on a day when they weren't here and then a day when they were here and all of that. So this is the correct video right here, lesson 2.5 homework. And even though it's going to say page 85, numbers 1 through 20, it's still the correct video. You just fast forward to number 5, fast forward to number 6, and then watch numbers 13 through 20. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And continuing on, the video you're going to watch today is called Lesson 2.5B. So please make note of that, Lesson 2.5B. Let me get a drink here real quick. And students, I'm a huge fan of you getting your homework done in class or getting a good jump on it. I love that. I'm a big family person, and I know how a lot of homework can really hinder families spending time together. But your video today is about 18 minutes long, and your homework is going to take about 10 minutes. Now, what I do not like is giving students busy work. However, what I do believe in doing is keeping students not busy, but giving them math so that their parents are getting their money's worth, and we're constantly learning. Okay, so we have a little bit of extra time, and I'm going to take this time, and Mr. Hamill or whoever the supervising teacher is, please roam the room and make sure everyone's taking notes. If they're not, you send me their names. I will deal with it, whether it be emailing parents or deducting points from an assignment, whatever I have to do. But we're going to take about 5-10 minutes here and just do a little bit of review on some problems that will be coming up in the test that we've not seen for a while, because we do have time to do that right now. So I'd like you to copy these problems in your notes, please, and we're going to spend about 5 or 10 minutes doing just a little review. Okay, so please copy this down. I want you to draw a slanted line. You're not going to turn this in, so you're welcome to do it on scrap paper, but Mr. Hamill's going to make sure you're taking notes. So there's one line, and there's the other line, and I'd like you to write in this angle right here 8n, and then in this angle right here I would like you to write 9n minus 5. Now, first of all, please write this down. I want you to take notes on this. First of all, whenever two lines intersect, the angles that are across from each other are called vertical angles. Write that down just in case you've forgotten that. Please write that down, vertical angles. And then also write this down, just in case you've forgotten it. Write this down, please. Vertical angles are always what? Congruent. They're always congruent. So this angle here is going to be congruent to this angle here. So if I ask you to solve for n, okay, you would simply say 8n, which is the one angle here, equals the other angle over here, which is 9n minus 5. So go ahead and solve for n on your own, if you would, please. I'm just going to wait a second while you solve this equation on your own, and then we'll go from there. And students, I'm not being mean or critical, but if you can't solve this equation, there's no way in the world that you really should have gotten out of Algebra 1, and there's no way you're ready for Algebra 2. Okay, so please take advantage of these opportunities to really go over your algebra, okay? All right, here we go. First of all, I want to get I want to get all of my n terms on one side, so I'm going to bring the 9n over, and when I do, it becomes a negative 9n. So this is gone. Now I have a positive 8 and a negative 9. That's like having $8, positive 8, and you owe 9, so you're negative 1 in the hole. And then bring down your negative 5. Now we divide one side by negative 1. We must divide the other side by negative 1. These cancel, and you're left with n equals 5. Negative divided by negative is positive. So there, we found n. Now, what if I asked you to tell me the measurement of these angles? Well, where n is, you just put 5. So 8 times n means 8 times 5, which would be 40. So this angle here is 40 degrees. And if you put a 5 in here, you get the same thing. 9 times 5 is 40. 5 minus 5 is 40. So the two angles measure 40 degrees. So I asked you to find the value of n. You did that, n equals 5. And then I asked you to find the measurement of the angles, and each angle is 40 degrees. So not too bad. That's a really nice review on vertical angles. Now, I want to give you another problem to think about here. Please copy this in your notes. And for this angle right here, we're going to put 6x plus 19. Please copy that down. And then right here for this angle, we're going to call this angle x. Now, students, please listen to me. These two angles here are called a linear pair. You should know that. You might have forgotten that, but you should know that. Remember what a linear pair is? A linear pair is when you have a straight line that's 180 degrees, and then a line coming off of it like this. And these two angles here and here are called a linear pair. Vertical angles always come in sets of 2. Linear pairs always come in sets of 2. Okay? So, these two angles here are linear pairs. Don't forget, this is so important, that linear pairs are always what? Do you remember? Supplementary. That means if you add the two angles together, they add up to 180. So I'm going to take this angle here, 6x plus 19, and this angle here, which is x. So I'm going to put plus x. And notice I'm adding these two angles together. Here's one angle, 6x plus 19. Here's the other angle, x, and I'm adding those two together. And when I add them together, they're going to equal 180 because linear pairs are always supplementary. So 6x plus 1x is 7x plus 19 equals 180. Then bring the 19 over and make it a negative 19. So 7x equals negative 19, 161. And then divide both sides by 7, and x would equal 23. So there we go. We found the value of x. Now, what if I asked you to find the measurement of the angle? Well, put a 23 in for x. So this angle would be 23 degrees. And then for this x, put a 23. So it's 6 times 23 plus 19. And 6 times 23 would be 138. And 138 plus 19 would be 157. So this angle over here is 157. Now, let's check our work. This angle here plus this angle here should add up to 180. And they do. 157 plus 23 degrees is 180. Alright, so there we go. So we solved for x, and we found the measurement of these two angles. Linear pairs are supplementary. Okay? Vertical angles are congruent. And then one more example I would like to look at. Some of you struggled on your last quiz with finding the midpoint between 2 points, and that really should be super easy to do, okay? So I want you to find the midpoint between these 2 points, okay? 2 comma 3, and then 8 comma 5. Now you can work ahead if you know how to do these, but if you don't, please pay attention. You need to know the formula. The formula is x plus x divided by 2, comma, y plus y divided by 2. Now, a lot of you are putting x minus x and y minus y, and that's incorrect. So make sure you understand you're adding, okay? So this is my x, this is my y, this is my x, this is my y. So x plus x would be 2 plus 8 over 2. And then y plus y would be 3 plus 5 over 2. And so 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 over 2 is 5. And then 3 plus 5 is 8. And 8 divided by 2, or 8 over 2, is 4. So if you were to plot these points, you would see one of them is 2, 3. 1, 2, and over 1, 2, 3. And then over 8, and up 5. And so the midpoint would be over 5 and up 4, which is just about right on the money. There it is, okay? And so this point right here is in the middle of this point and this point here, okay? Students, I hope you guys have a good day today. Go ahead and start the video at this time. Lesson 2.5b is in boy. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call or email.